Hey there, Happy New Year. One of the projects that I worked on over kind of my break from work was this Unity music system, clearly a working title. It's kind of a step sequencer that can use multiple sound files and then use those sounds to create beats which are made from patterns which can drive anything in the game world. So it starts off with a pattern editor, and if you're familiar with a step sequencer, this is just kind of a way to make music. And I'm just going to kind of click around a little bit. It's not going to really sound like music right now, but just to give an example of how it works. So we've got 32 channels here of sound, and as I click one here, it shows channel 25. I've got its pan and volume available to me, and so I'm going to pan this guy way off to the right and turn it down. So I can work with that for every single one of these channels, kind of put something together. I also have these drone sounds, and they have individual pan and volume as well. And I can, of course, like change the speed. Let's get more content out over here. So you can get kind of ambient or more beat driven if you would like, if you'd prefer. But what I am also doing with this is, see this geometry down here, I can have that geometry to be triggered by any of these channels. So these 32 channels will filter down into 8 kind of trigger channels. So now we see I have channel 1 selected, and I'm going to have channel 1 drive this geometry. So we can see when channel 1 gets hit, I'll do the same with channel 0. We can see how these sliders also control those. So if I move a few of these over here, you'll see this geometry starts working. You can save and load patterns, so I can load, this is the first one that I made, the first beat that I did in here. We can see how this could, this is just an example of how the geometry, or anything, it could be traps or whatever in your level, could be controlled by the music. So, so far I've really just kind of experimented enough and made enough content to really do 2 little beats here, and I made a little test level just to show how the geometry, or anything, I keep saying geometry, it could be anything, you can tie to these. You can see how this is really just playing with blocks to show that this kind of stuff is possible to be done. I've always focused on music and games, and I just wanted to try something different. I don't know if anybody else would find this useful or interesting, but I think I've got a friend of mine and I have been talking about making a game for fun, and I think I've got something interesting here that could be kind of the foundation for the game. I have no idea what type of game it's going to be yet, but I think this is going to be at the core of how it's played. And yeah, I'm thinking about putting this on the Unity store. If people are interested in it, I have no idea if anybody would be, but let me know if you are, and you can get some interesting effects. You can see these guys. Let me see. Yeah, these ones are much more ambient, and platform is very difficult with this. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here. I think very, very, very early on, but there's clearly, I think, somebody with more artistic leanings to be able to do some very interesting stuff with this. So let me know if you're interested, and I'll keep you updated as I develop the system.